end one live and we're going to start another one. What is up, YouTube? Don't call me KO. All right, I think now we're live. I think we're live. What's up, chat? Tell me if I'm live. Yeah. Okay. Everyone. Yeah. When I'm alone. Hey, what's up, Jay? What is up, everybody? Or not. It's all right. You don't have to hang out with me if you don't want to. What's up, Gumball? That's your real name. Hey, 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 everybody. I hope you're all having a good day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Scooby. What's up, Dave? I am just trying to get my hours up on the old Tickety Talk, so I figured I'd do both YouTube and TikTok at the same time. I've got nothing to talk about. I've got nothing to say. Just seeing what's going on. The last time I was live, I had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 people call me Kevin Owens. So that was yesterday. That was yesterday? That was yesterday. Today is a new day. I've made it very clear that I do not want people calling me Kevin Owens. If you are watching this video, if you're watching me live right now, I do not want you to call me Kevin Owens. So please, be respectful. Be respectful. My name is J Cal, not Kevin Owens. UGM, what's up, man? UGM was joined the chat yesterday. I see a couple of familiar faces. What's up, everyone? I have no objective. I have no mission. I'm just on TikTok to get some more watch hours. And while I'm here, got to do a little bit of work. Hello, Mir. So yeah, what's everyone up to? It's Thursday. Are you having a good Thursday? What's crackulackin'? Do the kids still say that? Did I just date myself? How old do you think I am? Yeah, I'm probably older than that. So what's up, everybody? How is your Thursday going? My Thursday's going all right. Hello to my friends from India who are watching on YouTube. I think you're from India. I think I have a huge following in India. I think it's because, hey, do not call me Kevin Owens, all right? I am not Kevin Owens. DeMarian. UGM, it is Wednesday, isn't it? Did I say Thursday? Holy crap. Holy crap. That's, what a day. Oh my God. So first of all, I don't know what day it is. Second of all, I am not Kevin Owens. Sweet Vanilla. I want you to know, I am not Kevin Owens. DeMarian, come on, man. You know better than that. I am not Kevin Owens. I'm not going to crash out. I might crash out. Oh, great. Now they're doing it on YouTube as well. Jorge, I am not KO. No, Adam, I'm not going back into the ring because I am not Kevin Owens. Putting you all on the list. DeMarian, it's all good, buddy. We're having fun. All right. Pause. Time out. This is for fun, guys. I'm having a good time doing this. You don't need to apologize. If you're busting my chops, that's great. That's what this time is for. So please have fun at my expense. Call me Kevin Owens. Call me whatever. This is just fun for me. You guys get to call me Kevin Owens. I pretend to crash out. It's a great time. All right, time in. Now the game's back on. Soto! Soto 619. He's my pal, don't you know? Soto 619. Damn it, Soto! I am not Kevin Owens. I'm not Kevin Owens. You know better than that, Soto. You've seen Kevin Owens. You hung out with him in Mexico. That wasn't me. That was Kevin Owens. Home Alone, Kevin. Ah! That man, Batman, said I look like Kevin Dunn. Oh, come on, man. That guy is ugly. I don't look like Kevin Dunn. What's my favorite ice cream? It's a great question. Sweet vanilla, and it changes frequently. I think right now my favorite ice cream today is mocha almond fudge with cookie dough being right behind it. Soto, is your favorite ice cream mint and chip? That's awesome. Demarion says, how do you feel about Goldberg coming back? So Goldberg coming back, I think is, well, let's just say this feels very Vince McMahon-ish, and I'm kind of disappointed that the WWE is pulling back Soto. There's children watching, sir. I feel like this is kind of like a this is a Vince McMahon booking. I don't know why Triple H and the WWE feel like they have to do anything for Goldberg. I mean, he got paid for every time he made an appearance. He had victories over guys like, like The Undertaker. He had victories over Bray Wyatt. Actually, no, I think he lost to The Undertaker. And then also, like, he beat this guy that some of you guys might be familiar with. His name was Kevin Owens. That's such a joke, man. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is I don't like it. I don't like Goldberg coming to the WWE. I don't feel like he's the right guy to do anything with. I feel like you've squeezed all the turnips out of that juice. I think you're done. I think it's time to move on. Okay, let's see. I want to get to your guys' comments because you guys talk fast, so I want to get back there. This will just be me chatting with you guys about wrestling, I guess. Whatever you guys want to talk about, really. Goldberg getting a bad look. Goldberg getting a title shot is a bad look. Like, I could understand if MLW did a stunt booking and brought Goldberg in. I could understand if the NWA even brought Goldberg in as a stunt booking. But I don't understand why you would bring a 58-year-old man to the WWE when business has been booming and that world title picture is so crowded. It's so crowded. Gunther just won the title from Jey Uso. Jey is probably going to get a rematch at some point. Then you've also got Seth right there in the, looming in the background. You got Logan Paul, who's a potential world champion candidate. I mean, I don't like it. Grime Time said, Kevin, I am not Kevin Steen. I'm not Kevin Steen. I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm J Cal. I don't fight. I live stream on TikTok and on YouTube. Wait, no, not Kevin Dunn. Pete Dunn. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's a little bit better. Pete Dunn. That's Butch, right? Pete Dunn. Yeah, maybe. I don't see it, but hey, that's all right. Gus Cortez. Sup, Kevin? What's cracking? I am not Kevin Owens, damn it. You know that, Gus. You've been here before. Act like you know, sir. I am not Kevin Owens. I'm J Cal. the man, Batman, says, I'm a vanilla Jacob Fatu, and I'm a dog walk your ass. Just kidding. I'm not. I'm not going to dog walk anybody. Let's see. Grime Time said Goldberg will win and Seth will cash in. I'm going to do you one better, and I'm going to say Goldberg will not win and Seth will cash in. What benefit does Goldberg get by having that one last title reign if he just loses it to Seth? And then where's the comeuppance, right? There's no comeuppance. So Goldberg takes the belt off of Gunther, something that Seth Rollins probably couldn't do by himself, and then Seth gets the belt off of him? For what? What's the reason? What I think would be an interesting story if they do put the belt on Goldberg, not for Seth to cash in, but for Braun Breaker to make an open challenge, right? And Braun Breaker beating Goldberg for the world title would be serious game changer. Remember, they were trying to I almost called him Jonah. Uh, Bronson Reed was going to be in the King of the Ring tournament because Seth wanted to get both titles. He wanted to have the both titles. So instead of it being Bronson Reed, how about Braun Breaker? Hey guys, thanks for joining the chat. If you like my content, if you think I'm funny or silly, make sure you follow me. You don't have to give any gifts. I'm not looking for your gifts, but if you want to follow and share the live, that would be great. I'm trying to grow my platform. We have a goal. Our goal for the rest of the month is 3,500. I think we can get there. I'm hoping we'll get there. If you guys want to help get me there, make sure you like and comment on this video. That'd be awesome. KO, who you got? Adam, I am not KO. I'm not. All right, I'm Jake Alb. I'm not Kevin Owens. Who do you have winning the King and Queen of the Ring? I think, man, I feel like all signs point to Jey Uso winning the King of the Ring, and I don't hate it. I know a lot of people think Cody's going to do it, but I think it would mean a hell of a lot more for Jey Uso to win it. But I also don't think, I'm torn, right? Because I think Jay's going to, but I also think he shouldn't. Because I feel like Jey has had too much too soon, and he needs to struggle. That's the sign of a good world champion, is they go through struggles. Cody got all the way to WrestleMania after coming back from a torn pectoral muscle, right? Won the Rumble, got to face Roman, and then lost, right? Didn't finish the story the first time around. You have your baby faces need to chase, and they need to struggle. That's what makes their character interesting and relatable. And already, Jey Uso is one of the most over guys on the roster. Now imagine him going from the bottom to get back to Gunther, to get back to that World Heavyweight Championship. That's going to be some great storytelling. That's what's going to make him a bigger star than he is now. Oh, and then for the women's Queen of the Ring, I mean, I'd like to see Asuka win it. I think she's been gone for too long. I think she's so talented. She's so good. I feel like her returning to the main event title picture in the WWE would extend her quite a bit. And, SummerSlam, Asuka versus Io Sky might be a very entertaining match. Bucket just says KO. Now, look, Bucket, I happen to have a very good knowledge about buckets, sir, and I am not Kevin Owens. How very dare you? You just made the list. All right? You just made the list. Sweet Vanilla, come on. Come on. Quit messing around. You know I'm not Kevin Owens. Knock it off. I don't appreciate that. Let's see. Yahtzee. What's up, Yahtzee? WrestleRant, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you, sir. Let's see. I'll go specifically retirement match for Goldberg. Nothing's been official. This could be it. Yeah, and I don't hate look, I'm fine with Goldberg having one more match as a retirement match, as a way to say farewell to the fans, as a way to put a nice little button, a nice little ribbon on a career that was Hall of Fame worthy, but not at the expense of putting the WWE title on him. It just doesn't make sense to me. Jay doesn't and shouldn't get the win. He's had his day in the sun. Wow, Jeremy. Wow, Jeremy. Wow. Soto says career versus title. I mean, a career versus title match would be, again, like, how much of a career does Goldberg have left? Why would Gunther put his title up against Goldberg's career? I mean, I guess they could build towards that. But, like, they should have made it a title match. And Goldberg could have come back and said, I want that title, Gunther. And Gunther said, okay, you could have it if you're willing to put your career on the line. And then that would have created more of a storyline. I feel like they're just handing it to him, and I don't like that. Batman says, okay, Jay White. Well, I'm closer to Jay White than I am Jacob Fatu, but not really. I'm not Australian, mate. Is he Australian? I think he's Australian. No, he's from New Zealand. That's right. He's a Kiwi. Gunther will lose to Goldberg, and Braun will spear Goldberg, and Seth will cash in. Again, I don't hate that premise, right? But where's the retirement angle? Why would Goldberg come in to get screwed over and then never get his comeuppance. Like, that's not how pro wrestling typically works. God Only Child Jason, KO. Come on, man. God would tell you that I am not Kevin Owens. Look at me. I don't have a damn dinosaur on my shoulder. I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm J Cal. You guys should know better. I've been doing this for a long time now. I have a very successful podcast on YouTube. I deserve to be treated with some respect here. Let's see. Meek. Cousin Meek, is that you? Cousin Meek, is that you? Amazing. Oh. Now my family's coming into my protection, so y'all best watch it now. Y'all best watch it. Let's see. Works with the story because Goldberg is the past, and Seth cashes in because Goldberg is... The screen moved so fast I couldn't see it. And Seth is the future. It works with Seth's story. Yeah, but again, you could tell Seth's story without bringing Goldberg into it. That's the thing. Like, a lot of guys on the roster that you could tell that story with. And honestly, I wouldn't call Seth the future. I'd call Seth the present. Because Seth has been world champion like multiple times in the last 10 years, right? Like, how long ago did Shield break up? So I don't know. Demarion, I don't think Seth is cashing in. He might, but I don't think he will. Soto, all kidding aside, a lot of this 3,008 people who have now followed this channel have done so on the back of your good word and putting me over on your stream. So I appreciate you, man. I really do. And I say that all the time, but I'll say it again. Jackie Lee says, I thought that was Kevin Owens for a minute. I'm not Kevin Owens, guys. My name is J Cal. I am from the Alliance blog. I talk pro wrestling. I have a very popular podcast amongst the NWA faithful. I think we have a lot of good times over on the Alliance blog. And thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gift, Nico, for the 2 chilies. And Nick, thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. You guys put it on for me. That's awesome. Cody Rhodes, you decided to team up with Roman Reigns instead of me. First of all, someone would say that tattoo removed its AI. Soto, you watch your mouth, sir. You watch your mouth. What's up with the topic? I thought you were Kevin Owens. I'm not Kevin Owens, guys. Look, we could do this. You guys are gonna make me do it? We're gonna do it. Okay, guys. I will get a picture of Kevin Owens. I will put a picture of Kevin Owens on my screen so you can see that we're clearly not the same person. I'm doing this in real time, so forgive me if this doesn't go the way that it's supposed to here, but let's see. Okay. Does that look like me? Do we look the same? Wait, this way. If you're looking on TikTok, guys, I put up a picture of Kevin Owens, and we do not look the same. We do not look the same. Oh, son of a gun. Neek, thank you, Neek. Ryder says, bro is not Kevin Owens. Thank you, Ryder. Ryder gets it. Thank you, Ryder. Thank you. I'm not Kevin Owens, okay? I'm not Kevin Owens. Let's see. Get to more of the comments. This picture of Kevin Owens is distracting. I think you guys are thinking that's me. That's not me. It's not me. All right. See, I have to get back to taking notes. Decatur called me Kevin Owens, and I'm not Kevin Owens. MX Diego called me Kevin Owens. I'm not Kevin Owens. Okay, I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm J Cal. I'm not Kevin Owens. That man Batman said, okay, Christian Cage. See, now you're just being silly, right? Christian Cage, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, former ECW World Heavyweight Champion, multiple-time AEW TNT Champion. Nothing but the respect for Christian Cage, but Bubba, I'm no Christian Cage. I'm J Cal. KO package pile driver to Orton. I mean, only in St. Louis, right? Soto says, I want to see you in KO versus. I want to see you KO versus Nick Aldis. First of all, I am not. Let me repeat. I am not Kevin Owens. And second of all, I don't have a lot of nice things to say about Nick Aldis. Let's see. Do you guys want to see the video about Nick Aldis? The Nick Aldis is talking crap about your boy Jay. You guys want to see that? You want to see it? I think I could pull it up. Actually, I don't know where it's at on my computer, so let me see. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Oh, hey, I found it kind of easy. All right. Let's go. Yeah. Hey, noob. Prod, that's a bootleg mask. The Alliance blog. He made the NWA. He made the NWA, not Ric Flair, right? Not Luthez, not Scrap Iron Adam Pierce, the Raw general manager. No, Nick Aldis made the NWA. Come on, guys. Come on. No, that is from a couple of years ago, guys. That was when Nick Aldis was still NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, and I wasn't even talking to him. I just happened to be in the chat when he went off. All right, let me get back to some of you guys' comments, because some of you guys think I look like this wrestler who I've never even met the man, okay? I've never even met Kevin Owens. All right, are you watching AEW tonight? Captain John, I probably will not be watching AEW tonight. Wednesday is one of those days where I don't typically stream, so I like to enjoy time with my family, but they're currently driving home from a water park, so we're just hanging out here until they get home. Kaysen Sanderson says that I look like Kevin Owens. He said, yes. I do not look like Kevin Owens, Kaysen, if that's your real name. The man Batman says I look like Kevin Owens. You said it a couple times. I don't need to write your name down. It's already down, Batman. If that's who you really are. Are you Bruce Wayne? Or are you Batman? Well, who are you? They say I'm Kevin Owens. My name is J. Cal. Captain John says, kinda. Captain John, man. I thought we were buds, man. Kaysen Sanderson. Cap. It's no cap. I'm not wearing a cap. God damn. I hope you guys are having fun. My name is Jay Cal. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I stream live here on TikTok and on YouTube to talk all things pro wrestling, specifically the National Wrestling Alliance. I do a live stream 1 hour before NWA Power, which airs on X. X.com/NWA. You can watch Power every Tuesday, currently at 6:05 p.m. Eastern, 3:05 Pacific, here on X. But it also will be moving to Roku Sports on June 29th, which will also be a Tuesday. It'll go head to head with NXT, which is crazy, but that's what they're doing. Is the mask in the back made by Moi Des Nuts? Hilarious, bro. Hilarious. Decatur Big says, bro, you just turn your head to the side of boom, Kevin Owens. Look, first and foremost, guys, Kevin Owens currently cannot do this. And I don't mean that to, it's not a brag, right? I'm not trying to be mean, but he has a neck injury. My neck is mostly not injured. I have not been hurricanranaed by Rey Mysterio. Cody Rhodes didn't Alabama slam me into a ring divider, a ring table. So no, I'm not Kevin Owens. So why did you just show yourself? Dirty Joe! That's dirty, bro. That's dirty. You just made the list. You're on the list. You're on the list, bro. Would you take a punt? Why would I take a punt, guys? Why would I do it? I wouldn't want Anybody to take a punt. I'd go out and stop Randy Orton from giving somebody a punt. A guy, he is not Kevin Owens. He is Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is the future of this industry, man, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I think he's awesome. KO goes by J Cal, so we could talk about the NWA. Soto, what's Soto? Sami. Kaysen is making the point that I am Braun Breaker, but I am not Braun Breaker. I am J Cal of the Alliance blog, where I talk NWA wrestling. He mad he ain't got people watching him for him. Batman, it doesn't matter why you're watching. If there's 142, or no, sorry, there's 12 people. See, the analytics are a little different up there. It looks a little squirrely. There's 13 people in here. That's pretty good for me. And you guys are just watching me, so I'm okay with that. Soto says, I'd never see KO and Jake out in the same room at the same time. Hilarious, Soto. Real funny. UGM, Nick Aldis was a fantastic NWA champion. UGM, and I love the fact that you're into the NWA because that's my target, right? I'm reaching out. This whole thing, this whole facade is just to find people who like the NWA so we could talk about the NWA. And Nick Aldis, first run as World's Heavyweight Champion, was quite possibly one of the best runs as an NWA World's Champion. The man took the title to freaking China. He went to Australia. Aldis had more defenses in the United Kingdom than most wrestlers had in the United States. He did so much good work. He carried the NWA on his shoulders. He went into enemy territory, combat zone wrestling, defeated Tim Storm on December 9th, 2017, to become NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, and held that title up until All In, where he lost the belt to freaking Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes! There's no shame in any of that. And what Aldis did as that World Heavyweight Champion, again, had All In never happened, the biggest match of the NWA's year in 2018 would have been Nick Aldis defending that title against Colt Boom Boom Cabana and Wencho China. The first time the NWA World Heavyweight Championship has ever been to China, and it was a it was an American-based wrestling promotion. So that, in and of itself, was awesome. But then he went on to go to All In, lost the title to Cody. A couple months later, would win the title back at the NWA 70th anniversary show, and he was rocking and rolling. However, that second run, things went askew. The NWA started doing television, so the necessity to tour with the title was diminished. Nick Aldis, his first opponent after winning the world's title, his first big opponent was Marty Scurll from Ring of Honor. That match happened at Crockett Cup 2018, and then Aldis would go on to 2019, and then Aldis would go on to defend against Tim Storm during when NWA Power first aired. And again, that's when everything kind of slowed down and the title wasn't defended as much. And then that was the end of 2019. That was September 30th, October 1st was when those matches were taped. And then in 2020, in March, COVID shut everything down. And so some NWA champions were still getting out there and defending the title, like Thunder Rosa, at the time he was the national champion, Trevor Murdoch. Nick Aldis kind of took a knee, and I was very critical of him at that time because a lot of his contemporaries were, holy crap, Ben. I'm staring at the camera and I don't see the analytics that are popping up on the side, and Ben just went off. Jeez, Ben. Ben, you're the man, dude. It's completely unnecessary. I appreciate it, but now you threw me off, and now I don't even know what to do. Kaysen, thanks for following me, brother. It's all fun and games. Ben, it's still popping off, Ben. You can't do that, Ben. I am not going to be able to talk anymore. All right. I'm going to get to more of the Kevin Owens comments. Oh, you think I look like Kevin Owens on YouTube, right? Am I saying that right? Ramalad? You think I look like Kevin Owens? I'm not Kevin Owens. I am J Cal from the Alliance Blog. Would Kevin Owens be on a YouTube channel or on TikTok under the name Alliance Blog? No. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He's got more respect than that. All right. So what do you guys say? Let's get back to some of these comments because I got lost in the sauce talking about Nick Aldis. Jace Rufio, hey, he called me okay. Well, I mean that's technically Kevin Owens. You're not pulling a fast one over me, buddy. And Serge says Timu K. Come on, man. I'm Timu K. Ben, bro. Ben, stop. Ben, you're killing me, bro. Ben, what are you doing, man? I can't talk. The only thing that's coming up is all these gifts. I am not worthy of that much gift. Save some for Soto on Friday. Ben, you're amazing, man. Thank you so much. Your kindness, your generosity, it's wow. Ben, seriously, stop though. Ugh. I don't handle this very well. That's too much for me. It just keeps coming. That's what she said. It just Ben. Save some for Soto. Ben. Oh man. I'm very humble, and let me humble myself for just a minute. What Ben did was just really blow me away. Your gifts are super appreciated, but not necessary. I'm here just to talk wrestling, guys. And it's hard for me to accept getting gifts because, I think I kind of suffer from imposter syndrome. Sometimes I don't think I deserve like stuff like that. And then Ben just blows up my gift gallery, and now I don't know what to do. So let's try to get back to the chat. Serge called me KO. Serge, you're on the list now too. How do you like that, Serge? Muggs, come on, Muggs. And I don't care if you're a freaking stoner, Muggs. You know I'm not Kevin Owens. Look at me. There's no dinosaur tattoo here. My arms aren't nearly as big as KO's. Come on. I'm not as fat as him either. I'm not as tall as him. Ben, Jesus, criminally, Ben. You're Ben! Stop! The next title of my show is going to be Ben, please don't send gifts. Ben, just hang out. I appreciate you, Ben. Thank you so much. Muggs called it the KO show. Is that what I need to do? Is I should rename this the KO show? Axolotl Kid, that's my kid. What's up, Axolotl Kid? You look like him, bro. Muggs, okay, maybe on paper we look alike. Maybe a little. I got a beard. He grew out his beard. We got gray hair because we're old. I got the dad bod. He's got a dad bod. I got 3 kids. I don't know how many kids he's got. He's got a beautiful wife. I've got a beautiful wife. Like, look, I see the similarities, but I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm not. Joey Ketchum, first of all, did you catch them all, Joey? Did you? Is your name Joey or is it really Ash, Mr. Ketchum? He says, I'm glad the surgery went well. Get well soon, Kevin Owens. Come on, Joey. I'm not Kevin Owens, guys. Thanks for the follow. Sorry, things are popping up on the screen so fast because Ben is sending too many gifts, and you guys are really getting into this. Juan Jose, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, I'm trying to get very onto this chat here. My cousin Neek's in the house. Neek, is this the first time you've heard me speak? Did we talk on the phone? I don't remember, or were we just messaging? If you're still in here, Neek is my long-lost cousin. We met on Ancestry. We were related. Representing Zanesville, Ohio, up in the house. I've got to get the Sammy lookalike in here ASAP. Yeah, it's funny, and I say this a lot. If you guys have been in the chat for a while, you've heard me say this. I was in Scotland literally last month, and I discovered creative Zach Martin, I think is his name. And it's funny because He lives in the UK. I'm not sure where, but it would have been amazing for us to meet up and just do a stare down. You know, I think that'd have been great content, but didn't happen. Tag team twinning, said Kevin Owens. Tag team twinning? You're not twinning right now. You're losing because I'm J Cal from the Alliance blog, not Kevin Owens. You just made the list, twinning. Now, okay, legitimate guys. All right, we're gonna pause real quick. Thank you so much for your support. My name is J Cal. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I do a podcast on YouTube. We also do some of it here on TikTok, where I talk about the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance. This has been a lot of fun for me, and on TikTok, you guys seem to think I look like Kevin Owens, so I'm just playing into it. This is just for fun. I'm being silly. I'm leaning into the character. You guys are creating this Temu Kevin Owens for me. I'm rolling with it. But life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Now pause. We're back into the game, and I am not Kevin Owens. I am J Cal. So no. Soto. He's not even working on Mondays, Soto. Why would you pin such a thing? He's at home, Soto. He's at home. He's not even wrestling right now, Soto. He's in his Lamborghini. You know what would be funny if Seth Rollins cashed in on Jacob Fatu? That would be pretty wild. I don't think Seth Rollins has taken the U.S. tag title, though. Maybe that's me. Your profile's so similar. Well, thank you, Tag Team Twinning. Do I need to pull up the picture again just to remind you guys that I am not Kevin Owens? Look at that. Look how long his beard is, guys. Look how long his beard is. Look, it covers his upper chest. Mine does not. I don't wear Under Armour. Under Armour doesn't pay me to wear their stuff. I have my own hats. There. Do we look the same? My hat is red. His hat is black. I have a black eagle that says the Alliance. He's got a white UA. I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm J Cal from the Alliance. Oh, you son of a bitch. What's my opinion on El Jericho? I know what you're implying there, Nick. I know what you're implying, and you just made the list. Just made the list. All right. I got to get back to some of these other comments because you guys are funny today. Okay, Ben, I apologize. I really do appreciate the gifts. They just kept popping up. Sorry. Let's see. Kaysen is saying, look, I don't look like Kevin Owens. I look like Rhea Ripley. Obviously, Kaysen has been dipping into the secret sauce a little bit early. A little bit early for Kaysen, but that's okay. We still like Kaysen. Hey, look, it's Kevin Owens. Nintendo Power. Nintendo Power. Oh, I get it. That's funny. That's a good name, Nintendo. I like it. You're still on the list. I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm not Kevin Owens. Fat Boys of Snacks in the chat. I don't know if he's still here, but I saw him pop in. Live in Beauty thought I was Kevin Owens. Not Kevin Owens, guys. You're going to make me crash out. Bryce says KO. No, not KO. JC. It's me. It's JC. Not KO. Angelo says, yo, Kevin Owens. Yo, Kevin Owens. Yo, you just made the list, Angelo. How about that? Kirby Kid. Great question. I did answer this before, but I'll say it again. I think it's a terrible idea to have Goldberg go over Gunther. Gunther is a guy who literally represents what pro wrestling is to the WWE. Not sports entertainment, pro wrestling. Goldberg is a sports entertainer. Goldberg is also 58 years old. Goldberg looks great for 58, but let's not forget he is still 58 years old. There's no world that makes sense to me that... Oh, I forgot I had this picture up. I'll take that down. Sorry, guys. There's no world that makes sense to me that Kevin Owens, jeez. There's no sense in the world that Goldberg should be beating Gunther for the world title. Now, if this was just a one-off match because they had that altercation a few months ago, fine. But why the title? The title doesn't need to be a part of it. Okay. Let's see. Get back to the chat. Let's see. Oh my god. Uh, Ben, I do appreciate the gifts. All kidding aside, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. So yeah, I don't think Gunther should lose the title. If they want to put the title on Goldberg, I hope it's because they have a better storyline than what's being presented. Because right now, I don't think you should take the belt off of Gunther. Again, I don't care if Gunther loses the title, but not to Goldberg. Like I'm cool with Seth cashing in on Gunther after he beats Goldberg. I'm cool with Jey Uso winning King of the Ring and taking the belt off of Gunther. I'm even cool with Cody Rhodes winning the King of the Ring and taking the belt off of Gunther. Any of these options would be all right to me, but not Goldberg. Who is Roman's new wise man, and will Zilla and Hikuleo join him? Decatur, I don't think Roman will be a part of the bloodline as we know it. I think Hikuleo and Zilla. Well, first of all, I don't think Zilla is anywhere near ready to debut on Raw or SmackDown. I don't think he hasn't even appeared in NXT yet, and he is very green. And I don't mean that to be rude. He's just very new to the business. Hikuleo spent time in New Japan. He's a former IWGP Tag Team Champion, and they still delayed his debut on the main on any roster for the WWE until this past Raw. I think he was in a dark match. So no, I don't think Roman's gonna have a new wise man when he comes back. I don't think Zilla and Hikuleo will join him. I think Hikuleo might be the heater for Solo, and that will really be interesting when the feud comes between Solo and Jacob Fatu, because obviously the seeds are planted for that. Ben, why did you get suspended? Ben, that's not cool. Scott says I look like KO. Scott, you're a horror artist. You're an artist. You should know that nobody can look like Kevin Owens, not even me. As great looking as I am not Kevin Owens. I won't be Kevin Owens. I won't dress up I won't cosplay as him. I won't dress up at Halloween as him. I won't go to shows and pretend to sign autographs for him. I won't tell people they're cool. Not Max, not anybody. Because I'm J-Cal. Scott, you're on the list, bud. You're on the list. Clearly you're at home because it's Wednesday. Soto. Jesus, Soto. You got an answer for everything, Soto. An answer for everything. Michael Leshdog says, Goldberg needs a check. Apparently, LOL, why is he on my TV? Yeah, exactly. I don't have a problem with Goldberg having that one last send-off match. I don't. I think that could have been a very good match, and I feel like Bronson Breakker would have been the guy to do it. Kind of like passing the spear from one legacy to the next, from one Atlantean to the next. Braun Breaker's a heel, but that would have been an interesting way to make him a babyface, or even have him a babyface before any of this happens. I think that would have been a smart deal. Didn't happen, and I'm not exactly sure why, and I don't think it's Oh, that's sweet. I got a nice message from my friends from South Carolina. We got to meet up a few years ago at the Crockett Cup. I think it was Crockett Cup. No, I don't know. I don't remember where it was, but the three of us took a picture together, and that was really cool. All right, let's get back to the chat. You guys are blowing me up. I'm trying to keep up, but it's kind of hard to keep up. Let's see. All right. Did Austin Theory break your hand? My hand's fine. What are you talking about? My hands are fine. Nothing wrong with my hands. They keep calling you KO. I keep getting called Bray, so I feel that. See, Grime Time, you feel my pain, man. You feel my pain, and it's not right. No one should call you Bray. You're not Bray. You're Grime Time. Damn it. Michael Lish says, Hi, KO. I hope you're healing fast. Why? 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 He's no KO, he's Booker T. Five time, Spinneroonie. Guys, it's not Kevin Owens, it's Cody. You're not helping my cause, Cody. The funny story is, years and years ago, I was in Reseda to watch Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and I saw this wrestler from Canada, and I was very unfamiliar with him, and his name was Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen. He had no facial hair. He kept his hair extremely short, and people thought I looked like him without the beard. So it's kind of funny that people still think I look like Kevin Steen, but Cody, no, I'm not. I'm J Cal. My name is J Cal from the Alliance Blog. I do wrestling podcasts. We talk wrestling. I literally went to London earlier this year to watch Rev Pro. I was in Philadelphia last month for the NWA Crockett Cup. Occasionally, I'll go down to Tijuana with my boy Soto to watch Lucha Libre. I am a wrestling enthusiast. Look at this. You guys want to see something? Not too many of you guys know this. I'm a wrestling journalist. I've been featured in Lucha Libre magazines. I've written for Pro Wrestling Insider. Not outside of her, but in. Never mind. Anyways, I'm not Kevin Owens. My name is J Cal. That's what the tagline says on the article. I can pull it up for you. Do I need to? You guys are asking me to. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, not too far. I don't know. Maybe this is the one I'm not in. I love how everyone's watching me thumb through a magazine from like 5 years ago. No, geez, it's almost 10 years. Holy crap. Wow. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, nope, that wasn't it. It's getting close. There it is. Look at this. See what that says right there? Oh, you don't, but it says JCal of SoCalUncensored.com. It doesn't say Kevin Owens from SoCalUncensored.com. Fat boy, I'm not still hurt. That's the thing. I'm fine. Ben, why are these gifts popping back up, Ben? Ben, what are you doing, bro? Are these new ones? You said you were done giving me gifts, Ben. Either my screen is acting weird or you're gifting me again, so I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Ben, you're funny, man. I'll get to that comment in a second. Goldberg needs a check. We did that one. Fat Boy Snacks, thanks for sharing the video. I do appreciate that. Sorry that Rec Room DJ. I'm not looking to do any battling right now. Geez, you guys are going so fast. How does it? Okay, wait. Here it is. Zach called me Kevin Owens. Zach, you're on the list, man. I'm not Kevin Owens. How does it? Ben has it filled into SummerSlam this year. Ben. First of all, it sucks, right? No, I'm not Kevin Owens. Someone said I look like Easy G. I don't know who Easy G is. Let's see. Hey, Zach, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Goldberg needs a check. Yeah. How are you, Kevin Owens? Are you still mad at Randy Orton? Damn it, Zach. No, I'm not mad at Kevin. I'm not mad at Randy Orton because I'm not Kevin Owens. My name is J Cal. Goldberg can't wrestle. I mean, look, Goldberg could still do some stuff, right? But he hasn't had a match last longer than 20 minutes ever. I don't think he's ever had a match last longer than 20 minutes. And, you know, the WCW booked him so well. They hid all of his flaws and only pushed him to what he excelled at. And like, you go to watch early Goldberg matches, and William Regal really embarrassed him. That's why Regal got fired. And then later, when Goldberg came to the WWE, he was a lot better as a wrestler than he was in WCW. And I think his career was actually much better in the WWE than it was in WCW. But he still remembered so fondly in WCW because at that time he basically was their version of Stone Cold. He carried the brand and the whole NWO thing. When that got boring, when the NWO got boring, Goldberg was there to kind of pick up the slack. You still had guys like Diamond Dallas Page, and Kevin Nash was still way over, but like the NWO as a whole was kind of done. Hogan was kind of done. Hey, Sean Mega. Yeah, I was here talking wrestling on TikTok. I decided I'd throw YouTube on too to talk to you guys, and they keep calling me. They keep calling me Kevin Owens, Sean. They keep calling me Kevin Owens. That's a good point. TKO Analytics obviously favor Goldberg's return because the fans love him. And I don't have a problem with him returning at all. I really don't. I want that to be clear. I feel like there is a place for Goldberg to be on the WWE roster in 2025, just not in the main event. Soto, I can't get you press passes. I can't even get myself press passes. J Cal from the Alliance blog, they're doing this to counter AEW All In. Ben, that's something I hadn't thought of. I hadn't thought about that. Wow, Ben, that's a very excellent point. Because it makes so much sense that it's, they're throwing everything at the board to kind of get people not to watch All In, not to order the pay-per-view. That's a great thought, Ben. I hadn't thought about that one. That's good. Goldberg is going to drop it to a set, and then Cage becomes the new Goldberg. Cody, that would be so bad. So bad. And Not Simply Better says, "What's up, Sammy?" At least it's not Kevin Owens. At least it's not Kevin Owens. Not Simply Better says, "You will never be Kevin because you will never win the Universal title." And that's true. That's very true. I will never win the Universal title because that title doesn't exist anymore. I mean, and I'm not a wrestler, right? I've never held that championship title. I have never won a wrestling title. These were gifts. The belts that you see, those were gifts. I didn't win any of those. Who is Bronson Breakker? Did I say Bronson Breakker? That was a while ago. Bronson Breakker, Braun Breaker, what's the difference? Why did they put him with Bronson Reed? Now we got Braun and Bronson? It's just too much sometimes. Did Cody break your neck? Cody didn't break Kevin Owens' neck. Apparently it happened during the match that Soto 619 and I were at the SmackDown in San Diego. And apparently it happened when he was wrestling Rey Mysterio. But no, that's not my neck. And Adrian, you just made the list because you just asked if I was a broken neck Kevin Owens. My neck is not broken, guys. My neck is pretty good. It's not great. I wrestled in high school, so it's not great. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Oh man, the comments go so fast. I appreciate you guys. It's just hard for me to keep up. I'm trying to. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, I've just been restricted. And I'm not able to be recommended. I don't know what I did, but all right. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, TikTok. All right. Let's go. Son of a gun. Ben, everyone, this is not KO. This is Jake. See, Ben? Can we pin this, please? Can I pin this comment? How do I pin? I want to pin this comment. All right. Well, apparently I can't pin it because I don't know how to use this well enough. And let's get back to the messages. Ralphie said, "I like Braun in the group, but he really doesn't he doesn't need Seth, in my opinion. He was already being touted as the future." I agree. I like him so much. It's Steven G. You know I'm not Kevin Owens. Steve G on YouTube. How you doing, pal? You going to go to Palmdale to see Hammerstone? The NTLL, non-traditional Lucha Libre? They're coming to your town. Hammerstone. Wrestling Central champion Jake Cal Owens. Sean Mega. You know better. Now you've both, Steve, Sean, you both made the list. You're on the list. The comment where Ben said that I'm J Cal and not Kevin Owens, because I'm not Kevin Owens. Guys, he's obviously almost. See, now that's ridiculous. I'm not even 6 foot, let alone 7 foot. I'm 5'9" on a good day. I could get 5'10" if I'm wearing the right sneakers. But come on, man. Come on. Not almost. Thanks for the follow, Ray Ripley fan. I appreciate you. Adrian. Kevin, we wanted you at Mania. I'm sure Kevin wanted to be there. Kevin would be world champion right now if he was there at Mania. All right? He would have won the Rumble for sure. Or maybe Money in the Bank. I don't know. But yeah, I missed Kevin Owens at the Rumble this year. But Adrian, you're now on the list because I'm not Kevin Owens. My name is J Cal. Why do you and Sammy have such a love and hate relationship? Well, first of all, Sammy and I go. I mean, Kevin Owens and Sammy are the best of friends. That they literally took the Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash treatment to heart. You know, good friends, better enemies. I'm not either with Sammy. I've never met Sammy. I've never met Sammy. I've never shook his hand. I've never hung out with Sammy. I'm going to lie and say this isn't Kevin Owens. Soto, you son of a... Soto, you know I love you like a little brother, but you need to stop. You need to stop. Everyone, see, this is the comment I wanted from Ben. Oh my gosh. I got a violation warning. Oh, man. Now I have to politely tell you that I'm not Kevin Owens. I can't crash out. E.T. on YouTube just said, hey, KO, how's your neck? My neck is fine. I'm not Kevin Owens, guys. I can't be angry at you guys anymore. I don't know. It said that your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and have been restricted. Reason: regulated goods content. What regulated goods? How do we know KO is not trying to look like Jake? See, that's hell yeah. Thank you for saying that, Fat Boys of Snacks. See, he gets it. He gets it. He gets it. Let's see. I got to get to your guys' comments. That's the whole point of being on here, you know? I'm trying to interact with y'all, even if you still call me Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens starter kit? All right, that was pretty good, IO. That was pretty good. Okay, that was good. Kevin Owens starter kit. I got to watch my language. I'll get in trouble. Let's see. You guys are making me laugh a lot. Bro, when did you get the La Parka mask? I got the La Parka mask in TJ in front of the Auditorium de Tijuana with my boy. Well, I didn't buy it with Soto was there. I got that like last October, and I actually bought it to make it a Halloween decoration. And then I thought, no, it looks better in my studio, so I put it in there. Man, you guys are so on with this KO stuff. Kaysen says, I'm KO, I mean Jake House favorite. Thanks, Kaysen. Thank you. That Rec Room DJ says, Kevin Owens. No, man, it's Jake Cal. I'm not Kevin Owens. The cooldown is up. Oh, that's why the gifts popped up. You sent a lot of gifts, man. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because your live does not comply with the For You feed eligibility standards under one community guidelines reason. Discusses drugs or other... I'm discussing drugs? I better not say that word again, though. Just shut me off. Oh, come on, J-Cal. You can get to 6 foot. Just wear some of those 70 platform shoes. They're calling me Kevin Owens again, honey.
So did your kids.
I know, my kid called me Kevin Owens. All right, let me see. I want to get to your guys' comments because I'm not going to be on here too much longer, but we got to keep going because I got to catch up with all the comments. Oh my gosh, Yeet just called me Kevin Owens. I'll get to you. C said, Kevin Owens, when you return to the Royal Rumble. I mean, that I think, look, I don't think Kevin Owens has had the neck surgery yet, and the Royal Rumble would be a great time for him to come back as a surprise entrant. But no, I'm not Kevin Owens. See, I appreciate you joining the chat. I can't crash out too hard because they gave me warnings on here. So I have to be nice. But no. Wait, Meat Dogs BSF? What is a meat dog? He said, KO, what's up? I mean, what's up, but I'm not Kevin Owens. JC, not KO. JC, not KO. My wife is laughing at me because she thinks I look like an idiot. You guys are laughing because you think I look like an idiot, but engagement's up, so let's go. There's 9 people in here. There's been over 3,000 likes. You guys have got me to like 21 more follows on TikTok, so I appreciate all of you. Ben blew up my gift gallery, so let's go. Grand Slam Mexico should be sick. Yeah, H. Dotty Dot. I've been in Arena Mexico. I went there back in 2023. It was awesome. The feeling you get when you walk into that place is something else, and knowing that how historic that building is, it's like the Madison Square Garden of Mexico. It's like the Kurikan Hall of Japan or the Tokyo Dome. I mean, that's like the home of CMLL. Like that's the literal home of CMLL, and the fact that AEW will be having their event there, I think that's really cool, and I'm excited to see it. Yeet, says Kevin Owens. Yeet, I'm not Kevin Owens. You guys are Soto. Soto, you don't have to send a gift, Soto. What? And he said, "That's what's up." What's up? Oh man, there's so many comments I want to get to, but you guys are moving so fast. I need to get there. All right, 4 letters, 1 word. Yeah. That was for you, Soto. Yeah. Let's see. Kevin Owens started kid. That's funny. That was a funny one. That was funny. Kyrie Kitchen says, "Yo, is you still fighting Randy Orton?" Oh my god. First of all, I have been to St. Louis, but I did not fight Randy Orton. I will not fight Randy Orton. I am not a pro wrestler. I'm a talking head on social media platforms. You a knockoff KO. I mean, I'm older, so I would say Kevin Owens is a knockoff of me. That boy Snack said it right. So thank you, sir. You don't have to do that. Mr. Jason Moody, you are now on my list. I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm Jake Howe. What are your thoughts on Randall Keith Orton? Look, Randy Orton, for all intents and purposes, stand-up guy, has had an amazing career with the WWE. I personally would like to see RKO get another shot at Cena and maybe win that title. I would love to see Orton get 15 title runs. I would even love more to see Orton get 18 and supersede John Cena, but we'll have to wait and see. There's time. There's plenty of time. Steve, I don't think that KO and Cody are going to be in the ring anytime soon. I think Cody is in the main event, and our friend Kevin Owens is still injured and still recovering from injury. Do a Kevin Owens crash out about a wrestler who's overrated? Man, a wrestler who's overrated? I mean, I can't do that because as soon as I say a wrestler I think is overrated, first of all, someone will flag me for bullying. I've already been flagged in the chat for violating terms of service for TikTok. Secondly, I mean, look, there's a lot of really good talent in the WWE, and I mean, I wouldn't want to say anything bad about any of them. Not me. maybe on another live when I'm not in trouble. Let's see. Io says, "Guys, it's Kevin Steed." You already made the list, Io. You had a good one, but you made the list. Let's see. Cheat code Johnny. When are you returning? Cheat code? I'm not returning because I never left. I'm right here. What's your thoughts on Kenny Omega retiring next year? I feel kind of bad for Kenny Omega. A string of weird injuries. Obviously, he was one of the greatest wrestlers from Canada. He'll go down on my Hall of Fame for Canadian wrestlers for sure. What he was able to do in New Japan Pro Wrestling with the Bullet Club, Ring of Honor, and of course translated to AEW. You have to just acknowledge that Kenny Omega is one of the greatest wrestlers of this time and space, and I don't think he's ever gotten the just desserts that he deserves. But if he can't go like he used to, then of course I think he should take time away, maybe in fact retire. He's still a very young man. Wow, can't talk all of a sudden. He is still a very young man, but I think he's still a very talented wrestler. And if his time is up, it's a shame. He's a guy who I kind of assumed would at some point in his career would end up in the WWE like AJ Styles, but that's not always the case. There's a poll. What's the poll? Soto put up a poll. What does the poll say? What's in the poll, Soto? What's in the poll, Soto? Liv Morgan's injury requires surgery. That's a shame. I was just telling my wife about Liv Morgan's injury. My youngest said, "Isn't wrestling fake?" I said, "Well, the results are predetermined, but the wrestling that you watch in the ring is definitely real. I mean, there's opportunities for people to get hurt, and even if you fall onto something soft like a couch, if you fall hard enough, it hurts. And what they do in the ring hurts." Liv Morgan took should have been a very easy fall, should have been very safe, and blew out. It looked like her elbow. And according to Biggs, she's going to need surgery. And I think that's a shame because she really was hitting her stride. But that's the risk of pro wrestling. It sucks, but that's what it is. Do you think your best match was at the Elimination Chamber with Sammy? No, I honestly think that his best match this year was against Cody Rhodes at I think that was Saturday Night's Main Event. It was a good match. I thought it was good. It's about time that Finn Balor turns heel on the Judgment Day and face Dirty Dom for the IC title. It's maybe Finn Balor should turn face because I feel like Finn Balor and Dirty Dom are both heel. It's funny. Dirty Dom and Soto and I both, I think, agree on this. He's a kid who grew up in the business, so obviously he gets it. And he has such natural, charisma and a very punchable face. And so people don't like him, but, I feel like they're starting to come around. And I don't know if it's because he keeps getting paired with beautiful women wrestlers. I don't know, but he's such a good heel. And it's crazy how the fans have fell in love with him, but I prefer him as a heel, and I hope he stays that way. Yeah, I know, Steve G. I know that Jim Cornette's not a big Kenny Omega fan, and I get it. So you got to remember, a lot of what James Cornette says on the internet is a work. That bro's working us. He's working all of us. But yeah, I don't think he likes Kenny Omega. And I mean, he did wrestle a blow-up doll and a little girl in Japan, so I get it, but glad your kids know their dad is KO. So come on, man. Kaysen says, "How was your fight against Austin at Mania?" I never fought Austin at Mania. The only time I ever saw Austin at Mania was at the Arrowhead Pond when he wrestled Savio Vega, and my friend above me with special needs kept chanting when he was still he was the ringmaster, for crying out loud. And this kid was saying, "Stone Cold, you got to put him to sleep." And he kept doing it. And he did put Savio Vega to sleep. It was awesome. Io says, "It's not Jay's fault." See, Io gets it, man. You get it, Io, and I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you. Jay next door says, "You KO from Walmart." Well, I guess that's a step up from KO from Temu, isn't it? Isn't it? You just made the list, Jay. The Gunther Goldberg storyline would have been a lot better without the title. Yeah, Ben, 100%. They didn't need to take the belt off of Jay just to put it onto Goldberg and use Gunther as an intermediary. I feel like that was dumb. If you wanted Goldberg to win the title, he should have taken it off of Jay. Or how about this? We go to Atlanta and you have Gunther in the middle of the ring, says, "Hey, I'm the best. I beat everybody. Bring me your best, Atlanta." And then Goldberg comes out. I know that pop would have been amazing. It would have been very comparable to the kind of pop he would have got back in the late 90s with WCW. I can't look at the poll. Soto, what is in the poll? If you guys haven't seen the poll, vote for the poll, but I don't know what's in the poll. How do I read the poll? I'm just trying to keep my daughters off the poll. That's from a country music song. That's sorry. KO from Family Dollar. Oh man, at least it wasn't Dollar General. Oh man, what are the odds Goldberg? Oh wait, you're already on the list, Case, and I can't put you on the list again. What's the odds of Goldberg beats Gunther on Saturday Night Wrestling on the 12th? I mean, look, on any given Saturday night, anything can happen. To me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I wouldn't do it. Not for me. Check out the poll that is up. I can't. What was the poll? 100% of people said something. What was the poll, Soto? I can't read the poll. I can't open it. And just see the results. That 100% of people said something, Soto. What was said in that poll, Soto? I'm about to take you off as my moderator, Soto. What did we? Oh yeah, we did that one. 15 title runs. Yeah, I mean, I like Omega. I had nothing bad to say about Kenny Omega. Evolution was about to be centered around with Morgan and Nikki Bella, but now what's going to happen? I mean, there's still matches that can happen. And me personally, and this is probably like way out of left field, but I kind of want to see Natty Neidhart either challenge or defend the NWA Women's World Championship at the Evolution pay-per-view. She doesn't have the title. She challenged it for it one time. If you go to YouTube, my YouTube channel at the Alliance Blog actually have fan cam footage of Natty Neidhart challenging for the NWA World Women's Championship. It was an awesome match. I highly recommend watching it. I think I got to all the comments. All right, guys. Well, hey, this has been a blast. Thank you for watching me crash out. Thank you for making me laugh and giving me something funny to think about. Soto sent me the poll. What does the poll say? Do I look like Kevin Owens? Soto, I'm revoking your moderator status. You are now just a regular user in the chat. You're just a regular viewer, Soto. Ben, were you in Philly? For real? You were in Philly? I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing.
I wish they could not.
The poll was, do I look like Kevin Owens? Yes, was the first answer. Second answer was absolutely yes. Soto. Ben, you were in Philly for the Crockett Cup. I'm very sorry that we didn't get to meet. That would have been very cool. If I end up in Philadelphia again for a wrestling event in the future, I will let you know. And Soto said, and 100% of the vote was absolutely yes. And with that, guys, we're going to end the live. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow, oddly enough, to talk more wrestling. And I'll probably crash out tomorrow as well. So thank you guys. Have a great night. And until next time, we'll see you at the matches. Now I ended it on TikTok. How do I end it here? All right. Hey, YouTube chat. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Wait. See you tomorrow.